Hello everyone and welcome to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth and this is a completely new setup where I'm precariously balancing my cell phone on top of my thin screen desktop computer so that I can talk to you. However, you may fall, you may not, but either way, I do want to talk to you and I'm coming at you from school again today because it is May. Middle grade May. Middle grade May. Pretend like the music teacher can actually sing. That would be nice, huh? Anyway, I'm here to talk to you guys about middle grade May and a book a day in May. I do middle grade May with Akos from Akosua K, who started it, as well as Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Loves Books, and whoever else that wants to join in with us and read middle grade books throughout the month of May. Elizabeth and I also do book a day in May, where we challenge each other to complete at least one book per day. Now, it doesn't have to be every day we complete a book. Some days we may complete 2 or 3 smaller books, and then, one of the bigger books takes 3 or 4 days. But as long as it averages out to a book a day, then we win. We don't really win anything except telling each other how proud we are of each other, but it's a lot of fun. And we would love for you to join in one or both of those activities during the month. However, I have finished 2 books today, and I wanted to talk to you about them. The first book that I completed was not, in fact, a middle grade book. It was The Tiny Seed by Eric Carle, the gentleman who wrote Hungry Caterpillar. And I actually watched this via a read-along, read-aloud, whatever, on YouTube. And I watched this with the first and second graders. They've been talking about plant life in their science class. So when they come in for Tyree time, we practiced spelling words and reading, and then we watched the plant life cycle, and we watched the tiniest seed, and then we planted seeds in a 3D flower shop planter. My mom made a 3D puzzle that is a flower shop, and when it came in, we found out that it was actually a 3D puzzle planter. So she sent it on to the school because my daughter's in the first grade. So they put it together and sent it to school for Tyree time to plant flowers. I'm going to show that to you really quickly. There it is. It's really cute. On the front, there's a little tiny child, but I'm afraid to try to turn stuff around because we just planted and I've already spilled stuff. But it's really cute, and the kids were excited, and I gave the book 4 out of 5 stars. The kids loved it. Obviously, the illustrations are 25 out of 5 stars. They're amazing. The book itself, I felt like, got a little wordy in a couple of places, but it was still really good. But that is not the only book I finished. No. I also completed an actual middle grade book on the first day of middle grade May. I've completed all the challenges, guys. It's amazing. I completed Garvey's Choice by Nikki Grimes. This was published by Scholastic Publishing in 2016. It is written in the ancient poetical form of tanka, which is an ancient Japanese form of poetry. And it has themes of family and friend relationships, as well as acceptance, both self and societal, and throw in music and following your dreams just because you can. This book follows Garvey. He's a little bit of a bigger boy, and he loves to read, and he loves music, and he does not love sports. His big sister Angela is very sporty. He is not. So Dad keeps wanting him to come out and play football and basketball and do all these sporty things, and Garvey doesn't want to, and there's this big disconnect between them. But throughout the book, you hear Dad playing music and Garvey is listening to music, and or at least I kept feeling if they could only connect through that, because Dad's making fun of his reading, which is terrible. Never do that. And I kept thinking, if only. Well, then Garvey winds up joining chorus, and I'm not going to tell you any more than that. You'll have to read it yourself. But all of these are things that I tabbed as quotes. So if you go onto our middle grade May Reads Goodreads page or Twitter page, we have places to leave these, your favorite quotes from the books you finish. So this will be on Goodreads. I don't think I can tweet all of these, but I wanted to read you a couple of my favorites. On page 4, it says, "Stories are breadcrumbs. Just follow the trail of books and you will find me, lost among the galaxies of scorched stars and ships to Mars." And that's beautiful. I kind of want to get a tattoo. I mean, I always want to get a tattoo, but you know, that's... then we have over here, "I fall into bed, have spacesuit, will travel, propped up on my nightstand. Read, sleep, the story spools out spider silk and captures me." And then finally, "The perfect size is happy." When he gets happy, he starts having an easier time taking care of himself. So there's also a little bit about mental health in here. He's got an eat your feelings kind of issue going on. So altogether, I gave this about a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Well, like a 4.25. I wound up giving it a 4 out of 5 on Goodreads, but it's definitely slightly above 4. It's not perfect, but it is fabulous. I will definitely be putting several of these quotes on the Goodreads page, and I hope that if you have not read it, that you will go and pick it up. It was a quick read. I started it after I got to school today and read most of it at the beginning of my planning period, and we're only halfway through my planning period. There's 106 pages, so definitely something that would be quick, easy, and really just interesting to read if you are looking for something like that. That's all I have for you guys today. I'm going to go back to reading some of my other stuff. Actually, I'm going to go back to grading. The next book that I'm going to pick up is probably Freaky Monday, but I brought Freaky Monday and Absolutely Truly to decide which one I'm going to start next. And then I'm listening to Riley Mack and Other Known Troublemakers by Chris Grabenstein. It was one of the Audible originals available for free last month, and I grabbed it real quick because I love Chris Grabenstein. And then I remembered this morning that I had it, so that is my first audiobook for middle grade May reads as well. I'm looking pretty good so far. 1 day and 2 books. I hope you guys are reading and have a great day. Bye.